early this morning, somewhere around 3:30 to 4 a.m., while I was doing some research and studying a little bit, I became aware of something very interesting. I was watching a chapter from Robert Kiyosaki, the Rich Dad Poor Dad author, and he was talking about 6 components and that help you to move your financial reality. And funny enough, not knowing that I was going to watch it this morning, I became aware that back in the past I was a witness of that strategy. Pretty much it's talking about 6 main components and strategic points that help you to move ahead. So back in the time when I was going through a little bit of rough path, I ended up just being recently divorced, so I have the mortgage on my shoulder, 2 car payments on my other shoulder, and all the other expenses on my back. So it was pretty substantially heavy. So I needed to come up with something. So what I did at that moment is I put everything on a spreadsheet, scenario A versus B, and dedicated my time to that. And then what I discovered that it was easier and lighter to rent the house. Yeah, it was the house that recently purchased and fixed and everything, but hey, you know what? Financially, it was better to rent it out. So somehow the property became an income generator. Yeah, I did have a mortgage, so at that moment, that debt generated income because it was well set up. And then realizing that actually helped me to catapult everything and to move it to the next level and being able to survive. So the components are as follows. You want to look at your assets, you want to look at your liabilities, you want to look at your incomes and your expenses. There's 4 right there. And then finally, you want to determine the cash flow. Cash flow is king. At the moment you improve your cash flow, does not really matter how much you bring in as incomes. It is important, but it's not the determining factor. When the cash flow improves, gives you float for the long term. And that float for the long term, it's a powerful tool. And that's the reason why credit have been created. And those are the powers of the credit. So when I became aware of this and I was finalizing the chapter and everything, it gave me goosebumps. But I did want to share with you, and I also want to let you know that I'm including these into the digital course coming up very soon, where you're going to have opportunity to look at all these, at your financial reality. You look at it from a strategic standpoint, you will create an action plan, and then you move ahead. Hope to see you there. I'm so excited.